Greetings, my friends, and welcome to I Really Love Crocheting and Knitting YouTube channel. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. Thank you for viewing my work and for sharing my work. I am very grateful. Today, I'm going to show you how to make a granny square using different colors. So make sure you have a crochet size hook that matches the size of your yarn, and also make sure you have 4 different colors of yarn. To start off, we are going to make a slip knot and chain 3. One, 2, 3, and then we are going to add 2 double crochets into this stitch here. The first chain 3 acts as a double crochet. We are going to chain 2, and then we are going to add 3 double crochets into the same space we have worked into. Push over the stitches so that you have more space to work into. Once you have completed and you have made the 3 double crochets, chain 2, and then make another set of 3 double crochets into the same space. And then we are going to chain 2, make another set of 3 double crochets, chain 2, and now we are going to join the chain 2 to this part here. So we are going to make a slip stitch to the top stitch there, and then we are going to chain 1. At this point, we are going to cut off the yarn, and then we are going to pull it so that it's tight. We are going to add color B. So for me, this is color B. I'm using 2 strands of thin yarn to match this medium size yarn here. So you have to tuck in this piece of hanging yarn, and this is how I do it. Okay, so now I want to start off working on to the next stitch. This is where I began. Let me just cut off this piece of yarn because I want to know which is the back side and which is the front part. So I've left just a tiny part here so I can know this is the back side. So this is where I have stopped. I'm going to use a different side. I'm going to start from this side. I'm going to insert my crochet there, and I'm going to take this other piece of yarn, the different color yarn, and then I'm going to make 3 chains. These 3 chains, they act as a double crochet, and I'm going to work over this piece of hanging yarn. I'm going to add 2 more double crochets in there, and then I'm going to chain 2 and continue working round. Make 3 double crochets, and then we are going to chain 2 afterwards and continue working round our granny square. Chain 2, and then our next point is the chain 2 here, the next chain 2 on our granny square. Don't make your double crochets tight, just a bit loose so that your work doesn't curl in. Chain 2, and then we are going to work into this chain 2 space here, the next chain 2 space. And then again we are going to chain 2, and now we are going to make 3 double crochets here because this is a corner and we need to add. Oh no, I think I made a mistake, sorry for this. So what we are supposed to do here, we are going to, after we have done our first set of 3 double crochets, chain 2, and then add another 3 double crochets. Okay, then we are going to chain 2, and then we are going to do another set of 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets. Chain 2, and then repeat the same in the next chain 2 space we worked on earlier. Chain 2, and then 3 double crochets again. So we are going to chain 2, and we are going to join these 2 parts with a slip stitch here, like so, and we are going to cut off this color. I really love this fuchsia color. I don't know what you call it in your country, but here it's fuchsia. Here in Kenya it is fuchsia. Now we are going to go to our next color, and I'm using royal blue. I'm going to tuck this in. Proper tucking in can be done after. I just want to keep the yarn away from distracting me during my work, so you can do more neat tucking afterwards. So now we have our 3rd color. So now I'm going to add my 3rd color, and because this is where I finished off, I'm going to use a different point, and I'm going to insert my yarn. I'm holding this shorter piece of yarn. I'm going to chain 3, and then I'm going to work 2 more double crochets in there. I'm going to chain 2 because it's a corner, and then I'm going to add 3 more double crochets in there. Now, because we have a middle part here, we are just going to do 3 double crochets. We are not going to chain 2, just make 3 double crochets in there. And then we are going to now make 3 double crochets here. We'll cover this piece of yarn. And then because this is a corner, we have to chain 2, and we are going to add another set of 3 double crochets in there. Next, because this is just in between the corners, this chain 2 space is in between the corners, we're just going to do 3 double crochets in there. And then 3 double crochets. Now we are at the corner. We have to do 3 double crochets, chain 2, and then we are going to chain 2 and repeat. Next, do 3 double crochets because it's in between the corners. We are at a corner again, and we have to repeat the pattern. 3 double crochets, chain 2, and then 3 double crochets again. This is very easy. I hope you're enjoying. I hope you're learning. I learned this very easy. I only had to do one granny square, and then I really got it. It's very easy and friendly. And then we are going to join these 2 parts here. Join with a slip stitch, and then I'm going to cut off the yarn. And then pull off the yarn to secure it. So far, this is how the granny square looks like. So now I'm going to add the 5th color. So now, because I have completed at this point, I'm going to start at a different point, preferably a corner. And then chain 3 again, and then make 2 double crochets in there. 2 double crochets, chain 2, It's just the same pattern we did earlier, only that we are using a different color, and our granny square is getting bigger. So if you want to make a blanket using this kind of design, just continue adding the colors, different colors, and the blanket will be, it will grow longer and larger. Your granny square will grow longer and larger, so you will get to form the blanket. So now we have 2 stitches in between our corners, and we are going to make 3 double crochets in both of them. Just 3 double crochets. We are not chaining 2. Remember, we are only chaining 2 at the corner. Where we have the corners, that's why we get to chain 2 after the 3 double crochets. Come to think of it, you can also use 2 colors alternating both of them. They also give you that pattern because they will show the color change. What you're trying to show here is the color change, and also how beautiful this kind of granny square can look. But preferably use different colors. If you have different colors, more than 2 the better. Look really nice. Okay, you're back to the corner. I really love this granny square. Look at those colors. They're so yummy. They're so lively and they look so good together. You can also use granny square for table runners and seat runners. It doesn't have to be a blanket. You can even use it as a wall hanging. You can make beautiful combination of colors and hang it on your wall, and it will really transform your room. So I have joined these 2 parts here, and I'm going to cut off the yarn. I'm going to tack the piece of yarn. You can also use a tapestry needle to do so, to tack in the piece of yarn. So I have completed my granny square. This is another set of granny square. This is another piece of granny square I had made earlier. Continue using as many colors as you wish depending on the project that you're making. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. Thank you for taking your time to check on my work. I don't take it for granted. Happy crocheting!